And as the title suggested, I'm gonna get this freaking cat hair off because cat hair is everywhere here. I'm gonna be going through, and there's not a whole lot in here, but this is actually what I'm using to track my book stuff. See the little doxies? Yeah. Little sweaters. I just wanted something that had like a hard back, that had lots of pages, and it's kind of falling apart. Oh, it's like, it's coming undone like that, so I just gonna kind of have to glue it together. But I am going to have to expand into the next year because I had a whole bunch of goals for reading this year. Well, actually, it was last year. And I still haven't even done half of them this year. And we're already in August now, so. What I have on the first page, and like I was saying, it's falling apart, is starting the list of things, of series I need to complete. And as you can see, I crossed out 2023 and I have 2024 in here now. But let's see, what did I have? I have to finish Harry Potter. I have to read books 4 through 7. I have not done that yet. I got to read Goosebumps 2000. I've read like 2. So, yeah, 2? I believe so. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I've read 2. 1, 2, 3. Nope, 3. 3 so far. And how many more do I have though? No, 4, sorry. 4. There's quite a bit in this one. But these are the ones that are a little bit harder to find. He loves that cat tree. So let's see how many more in Goosebumps 2000 I have to read. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I still have 20 to go in that series there. Horrorland. I have, okay. So I checked off the ones that I read. So these aren't the complete list of the series. It's just a list of what I have not read out of the series. Cause I was looking at Horrorland here, and I know I read the first Horrorland, and it wasn't Creep from the Deep, but I forgot that I'm only putting what I have not read. There's a lot in Horrorland, too. It's gotta be like the same, what, 20? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18. More to go. So I'm trying to just do them in order, but I've read some books here and there from the different series. So I'm gonna try and get through Goosebumps 2000 before anything else. Before I do Horrorland and then Hall of Horrors. I'm pretty sure Horrorland comes before Hall of Horrors. Then I think the next series after that is Most Wanted. And I have read a few Most Wanted. The Most Wanted so far has been a little hit and miss. So I read How I Met My Monster, Preacher Teachers. So I did like this Creature Teacher a little bit better. I I remember liking this one, I believe, a little bit better than the first one, which was from Goosebumps 2000. Night of the Puppet People, that one wasn't too bad. It's one of those where not a whole lot happens, but the story didn't seem to drag too much, so it was okay. Lizard of Oz, not bad. I feel like he's used up a lot of his good twists, though. Yeah. Because there's probably one or two more that I have read out of that one. I think one of the most wanted ones was Planet of the Lawn Gnomes, and that one just felt like he stuck two of his previous twists in the first Goosebumps series and just stuck it in there. Hello, how are you? Here comes the Shaggity. That one sounds familiar, but I'm not too sure. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've read that one yet. I think I'm confusing that with some of the stuff in Slappy World. Yeah, I don't know what that one means, sorry. Okay. Then, moving on from Goosebumps, because I have a lot of Goosebumps to read. We have the Pretty Little Liars series. Now, what disappoints me about this is I read the first 8 books through both paperback and audio. The audio stops at book 8. There's 16 books. So, I think 16 main ones, maybe an extra one. Let me see, how many do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, so there's I think 2 extra books, but it actually ends with fishes, the main ones. Pretty Little Liars is fun. I never really got into the TV series. Hello. For Pretty Little Liars. I mean, it was okay. It just never really captured my attention. Then one day, I just decided to pick up the book from the library because it was there. I like using my library a lot, And I liked the book. It was fun. It's, they're nothing groundbreaking, nothing thought-provoking. They do have some good moments in there, I will give it that. But for the most part, I don't remember the differences between most of the books. They just kind of continue on. But they're fun reads. You've read the book and watched the show. So I've seen a couple episodes of the first season. Maybe a few, but I never really watched the show. I've seen just a bit of it, but I've read the first 8 books. And like I said, they kind of blur together after a little while. See you soon. Okay, have a good one. I like I said, the books definitely captured my attention a little bit more. But then again, I don't watch a whole lot of drama shows and stuff. Some of them are good. But for shows, I usually go either horror or comedy, animation, that kind of thing. But what makes me mad about the Pretty Little Liars books is that the audio stops. So, sometimes with everything going on, I like to alternate between physical copies and audio because that, helps me consume books and stuff. But, they don't have it past 8. Hi from Seattle. Hello, and hello to everyone else. The first 8, goodness, how many books are there? I think there's like 20. No. Maybe 18? I think there's like 16 main books and then like a couple extra ones. It's like a long freaking series. Like, the books aren't that big, but American Horror Story, and I'm guessing that means The Big Bang Theory. I've been watching a lot of American Horror Story. I have a few seasons that I still need to catch up on. Big Bang Theory, I was watching for the longest time, and there's so much of that I have to catch up with, but I did enjoy that show. Eventually, I gotta go back and finish it. But yes, I do like American Horror Story. Oh, hey, Sam. I wasn't aware the show was based on books. I think maybe I've seen a couple episodes.
What was the show based on books?
Pretty Little Liars.
I never liked it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I thought about going back and like checking it out, but I heard a lot of things are different from the books, and I like the books, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll give it a chance.
It's just like, it's kind of boring.
But it is pretty long.
What is?
A Pretty Little Liars is like at least 16 books, I think, at minimum.
It's kind of fun. I find boring.
I never cared for it too much, but I like the books. Are you going to start over and read all 18? No, I don't think I have to. Then, after that, like, I know this stuff is going to take me some time. Because I got a lot of Goosebumps to go through. Like I said, I have Goosebumps 2000. I mean, some of the ones I've read here and there. The Most Wanted series, Hall of Horrors, etc. So I have a lot in that. But they're small books, so I don't see me taking too long to get through them.
Very going back through the balls.
What?
It's going back through the balls.
Probably trying to eat out of both of them. Little kitty piglet there. And then I have the Ugly series to read. So far the concept of like the first one sounds interesting, but like what I was reading on, like, I might have been Wikipedia or some crap like that, I don't know if I'm gonna love the other ones, because it sounds like they're doing too much. A.K.A. Divergent. Divergent was one of those series where it's good. I liked it. I liked going on the journey with the characters and everything, but the first one definitely was the best one. I have so much to catch up on R.L. Stine's recent works. Any recommendations? So I haven't read. I bought them, but I have not read his most recent ones yet, which are like, I think it's called Book of Shivers or something like that, or Scariest Book Ever. But it's got like shivers something into it. I haven't read those yet, but I'm trying to like read through, because I finished like a couple years ago now the original 62. I reread the ones that I read as a kid, and then I read the ones that I had not read. So I'm trying to move on to Goosebumps 2000, which came out in like 98, despite the fact it was called 2000. Came out like 2 years before that. But anyways, those are like super hard to find. Like, I don't see them really in thrift stores. I don't see them at the library. Some of them you do after like the reprint. I really wish they would have just reprinted all of them. It's not like they wouldn't have made money. Trying to think of the ones that I liked though, that I read. Because I definitely feel like the original Goosebumps was the best.
The original one?
And what I read out of 2000. Those are pretty good too. The 2000 ones, I didn't read all of them, but they were a little darker than the original.
What about a good one?
There's one I believe that's called Fifth Grade Zombies. I did like that one. Please Don't Feed the Monster. That one was good too.
Are they all the way out of time?
Yeah. Also, the Most Wanted, or no, actually, it was called, no, it wasn't Most Wanted. It's called Wanted: The Haunted Mask. Those were like kind of two stories that came together at the end.
Wait, are they the one?
I liked how they did it. It's a bit longer than some of the other Goosebumps books, but I like those three.
Are they the one who came episodes? The Goosebumps series?
No, these are newer ones.
Oh. I thought they did like a Haunted Mask one.
Yeah, but this was another Haunted Mask one.
Oh.
Even the 2000 series, even when the 2000 series came out, I was having trouble finding them. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it was a little bit easier then, but yeah, it was kind of short-lived.
After?
Like, after a while, yeah, you didn't really see them too much.
Damn. You're going back again.
The hungry kitty. But yeah, like I was saying, I have a feeling that, and hopefully I'm wrong, because I always like to be wrong on not liking books. But I have a feeling that Uglies may be in like the same category as Gimme, as Divergent, where the first one most definitely is probably going to be the best one. Just by the synopsis and stuff about the next books, sometimes it feels like they do too much. Then I got Maze Runner. Now, Maze Runner feels like it can go in either direction, that they're doing too much, or, you know, what they add just makes the story better. Princess Diaries. Gotta finish that one. I hate to say this as a major book lover, as a reader, as somebody that writes. While I always respect the original source material, because we would not have movies, adaptations, whatever, without them, I would probably watch the movie again before I read the book. Like, the movie is pretty much based on, like, very, very loosely based upon the, like, the first book. And I read the first 2 years ago. I don't know if I'll reread the first 2, because for the most part, I remember most of it. And maybe it gets better. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of having a series incomplete, you know?
Incomplete?
Yeah, that's why I'm not, you know, while I don't support certain things, obviously, people that are freaking bigots and everything. I am continuing on with certain series because I've already read some of them, I already own them, so I'm not funding them. When I bought them, that was before certain things came out. That was also, I bought them secondhand, so I didn't contribute either way. But as I said in my books that I will never read video, I will not be starting any books that I think are like morally wrong or written by morally, corrupt people. So, again, if you see certain things, it's because I've already started it and I've gotten these books from thrift stores. Or it's free on YouTube. Because I also have to read the Chronicles of Narnia. And I know some of that can be kind of iffy depending on who you're talking to and what they got out of it. I know there's definitely a lot of heavy, like, religious things in that one. And I know there's, like, a lot of people that don't like the ending. I've only seen, like, the one movie, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, so I didn't watch the other one because I know they made a couple movies. But, trying to get more into fantasy. I read The Magician's Nephew. I want to continue on with that one. So that's the list of some of the series that I know there's definitely more, but those are the main ones that I want to get through because I started them years ago. Oh, I do, and I'm probably going to restart it because they're a little bit more longer, more complicated than, say, the Princess Diaries. I also have to go back and restart and finish the Vampire Chronicles. And I need to finish Twilight. So, I made a 2023 book goals. And check this. Yeah, I made a 2023 book goals. And now it's gone to 2024. So far, I have checked off 2 of those. So, my goals from last year going into this year was read a book over 500 pages, and I do count audio. Read at least 2 nonfiction books. Read the completed works of one author. Read unread from former TBRs. Slowly get into that. Read 2 books from each genre. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that one because I don't know if I'm going to go into subgenre or just basic genre. I'll see how far I want to challenge myself. Read all the books of adaptations I've seen. That one's probably going to be a good challenge because sometimes some of the books people don't like. Like, they're really unpopular. But I'm going to think up of all the movies I've seen that are based on books and try to seek out the books. A fun one, read a book whose title starts with each letter of my name. And my name's like 9 letters long, so. Read 6 fairy tale retellings. Read 20 children's books. So I read like 2 kids' books, so I got like 18 to go. Read 5 books from indie authors. So I'm definitely going to get moving on that one. But I have like 2 poetry ones. So then I just have 3 to read.
What the comic saying?
Not much right now.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm your father, Anakin.
And then I made the 24 in 2024 list. And that basically is to read 24 books that have been banned in 2024. Or, you know, read 24 banned books in 2024. I need a freaking haircut, oh my god. And so far I have read 2 very small ones. But I did make a video on this, but just to go through it. My Sister's Keeper, 19 Minutes, Monday's Not Coming, The Poet X, The Kite Runner, Beloved, Strega Nona, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, The Miseducation of Cameron Posey, Persepolis, Harriet the Spy, The Handmaid's Tale, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Walk 2 Moons. I'm currently reading that one. And I'm wondering, I don't see anything like, so far, I'm not done with it yet. I should have been done with it because it's only like 3 hours, but, you know, life. So far, I haven't seen anything, or like heard anything, I should say, like vulgar or anything in it. So I'm kind of wondering why. I mean, I can see why people wouldn't like certain aspects of it, because I believe the author is white, and the main protagonist is indigenous, or at least half indigenous, from her mother's side, I believe. I can't remember about her father, but she definitely does have Native American heritage in her. And the thing about it is, her mother makes a statement, and like the girl does too, but because it's like her going on a road trip with her grandparents to, like, I think find her mother or something like that. And so, like, through story, flashback kind of thing. But anyways, she goes on to say about how her mother doesn't like the term Native American and prefers Indian, which doesn't really sound like something an indigenous author would write. Also, the girl is supposed to be named after the tribe her family comes from, but they found out that was wrong, and they're actually something else, or it's like pronounced or spelled a different way. And I feel like if something's like a big part of your identity, your heritage, you would probably know what it is and at least somewhat how to spell it. And I see somewhat because, you know, depending on where you live, you might not be used to certain spellings, right? So, yeah, I thought that was kind of odd too. Because I noticed people have pointed that out. I mean, the story itself, like the narration and everything, is good. Just maybe not the most well-researched thing. Oh, Strega Nona. Obviously, this children's book was banned because it means grandmother witch, and it's promoting witchcraft. And Tango Meets 3, that's the other one that I read. 2 male penguins hatch and raise an egg. So People are mad about gay penguins. Go figure, right? Go figure the people that hate Stragonona, you know, the cute little grandmother witch, also hates gay penguins. Fallen Angels, A Clockwork Orange, The Great Gatsby, Brave New World. They both die at the end. I just found my copy that I got from a little library. The Hate You Give, I currently have that on Libby. I gotta go back and read that one. The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, Wish Tree, and then 1984. Wish Tree, I read like 3 books by that author, and I really like them. They're kind of short, but I did enjoy them. And Wish Tree sounds like it's gonna make me cry. So. I think we're going in and out with people here.
Oh, they're saying.
Sometimes we have 1, sometimes we're
0.
yeah. So then I started writing down the books that I read in 2023. Let's see. Was I writing down the page numbers too? Oh, maybe I was writing down the pages. I totally forgot that I did that. I think I stopped after a while. Yeah, I definitely stopped. Let's see if I can figure out how many books that I read last year. No, I don't think I read 51. Maybe? Because when did I start on? So, like a month or so ago, I decided to start doing like individual reviews. So, I'm not doing, because like, with the 2023 one, I just wrote them down as I went, but when I started this year, I started doing them by month. And then I stopped in March because then I decided to do a different approach, just doing individual reviews. So I kind of went from looking like this, you know, to, let's see, trying to find where it started. Oh, then there's like January 2024. And then I started doing where I have like a more, I guess, in-depth rating. Slightly. So like, obviously it might change on the type of book that it is. But say like I have Sailor Moon Volume 9 here, right? So I write a little like blurb here about, you know, what it is and if I liked it or not or whatever. But then I have like a, you know, star rating thing. So I have story, characters, art, and rereadability. So Sailor Moon Volume 9 for story, I rated it, 4 stars. Characters, I rated it 3 stars. Because sometimes I don't care how the characters act. Art, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I always love the art style. Rereadability is 3. this one. I'm actually gonna add my reread ability to this one. Nani wants you, Nate. Nani wants you.
Nani.
Good. My pen is running out of ink here. This one I think could be 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did like that one a little bit better, or actually a lot better than Volume 9. But yeah, I think I read at least 50 books last year. And again, these are sometimes middle grade books, audio books, children's books, ebooks, a whole bunch of different things. I have also started making a list for the 40 before 40, which are 40 books I want to read before I'm 40. I have gotten up to 26, so yeah, I need to figure out more books I want on the list, but it's different things. It's classics, it's some sci-fi, fantasy, mostly classics, mostly adult books, but there's a few like YA in there. I think maybe 1 or 2 middle grade, but mostly stuff like that. Because like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are like at the top. Hi, Nate.
Hi, Mom.
I also got Frankenstein on there. Some of these I've started, and then for whatever reason, I never got to finish because I never got the time to dedicate proper time to them. So I got like Jane Eyre, Frankenstein, House of Leaves. I know that one is going to take me a while. That's a modern book, but ooh, that is quite interesting from what I've seen. The look of it is very complicated. Little Women, The Odyssey, The Iliad, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Lily and the Octopus. So those are some of the ones that I have listed so far. So I have 27 through 40 to figure out what I want to read. And hopefully I can check some of these off pretty soon. What time is it? Ooh, it is 2:11. What's that, Nate? No, the time is 2:11.
Oh.
Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, hair filter. But I've been on live for almost 40 minutes now. And it's getting kind of late, so I'm probably going to end the live. Yeah, just so I don't get too tired and try to stay up doing it.
Okay.
But anyways, thank you for everyone that showed up. Let me know if you have a reading journal and what your reading goals are. But anyways, like I said, thanks for watching and have a good night, everyone.